Yes, people, welcome to the player ratings. Manchester United in a bore fest against Manchester City, 0-0. What can you say about that? Let's get straight to the player ratings. Andre Onana, nothing to do, really. He actually made a couple of saves. He made a save from Marmoush from a free kick. And then he also made a save from open play from somebody else as well. So I can't remember what he did. But just average. And actually just taking too long with the ball. Rolling it out. Taking too long to go that way with the ball. And then when he goes long, it's to the wrong people. So it just wasn't enough. I'm gonna give him a 5. I'm gonna give him a 5. Let's be real. Just slow on there. Just not enough. Not enough from Onana. But done okay. Proper lead judges. They done okay. Didn't have a lot to do. City were so rubbish. The saves he made were decent saves, but nothing big. I'll give him a 5. The centre-backs, right centre-back, Mazraoui. I thought Mazraoui was good today. He was good in the tackle. He was good when Doku came on. He was good when everybody was trying to come his way. Good on the ball. And just competent. You know what I mean? He's always competent. You know what you're going to get from Mazraoui. I'll give him a solid 6. Nothing super, nothing bad, nothing poor, nothing that makes you worried. He was just Mazraoui, and that's what you always get. And that's why it's good to have a player like him. He can play in multiple positions in the team. He's good, comfortable with both feet. He's comfortable in defence. And you know what you're going to get. I'll give him a 6. I think he was good today. Harry Maguire. He started the game really poorly. His radar was just all over the shop. Couldn't really find the big switches of play that were just quite clearly on. Couldn't do that. Won his headers, won his duels, stepped in a couple of times, but also gave the ball away a couple of times. Mixed, bit meh, 5. No, I'll give him a 6. I'll give him a 6. He was okay. Done okay. Lenny Yoro, I thought was quite comfortable today. He made one mistake in the second half, which ended up having to pull back. I think it was Marmoush. He did have to do that. But other than that, he was really competent on the ball. Drove forward, stepped in. I think he's really getting very comfortable, Lenny Yoro. I really like what he's doing. I want to give him a 7. But I think that might be pushing it. Do you know what? There was nothing good about today. It was boring. So, do you know what? The defence is where they're going to get most of the scores. I'm going to give Lenny Yoro a 7. I think he was good today. I liked what he did. And he's really, really improving. He had those real ropey games earlier on in the season. And I think he's really learnt from those and he's getting more comfortable. Even in our bad moments, even just before he got injured when he was out for 3 weeks, and he came back in and had a really good game actually in the last game against Forest. But he's starting to improve, and that I really like from the kid. So as debut seasons goes, he's had his fair share of injuries. He's been in and out of the team, and he didn't even play for Erik ten Hag. But I like what he's doing. Yeah, I'm going to give Lenny a 7. Patrick Dorgu, left wing back, mixed bag for him, man. I'm not seeing it going forward for Patrick Dorgu. I think the raw elements are there. He's strong, he's quick, he's got a bit about him. He can look after the ball when he needs to. But the attacking output, which again, that's the fundamentals of this system we're going to play with wing backs. We need them to be wingers when we have the ball. And he's not producing enough. He had some moments of lack of concentration. You know, he had a silly offside that he could see the whole line. Bruno switched it to him. He's offside. He has a shot that's just poor outlet. Gets brushed off the ball by Nunes. Again, goes out for a goal kick. So not great. But in the second half, you know, pulls one back for Xerxes. We nearly score. So a mixed bag from him. Like I said, the raw attributes are there, but a lot of work to do, which you'd expect from a 20-year-old signed from Lecce halfway through the season. He's going to need time to improve, time to adapt. But today, not so good. I'll give him a 5. We saw a bit of the good, bad and the ugly in Dorgu's performance today. Dalot on the other side, again, okay. I'll give him a 6. I'll give him a flat 6. He was okay. I think the thing about what City didn't have any natural wingers, so Dalot and Dorgu weren't really going to be tested defensively. You had the likes of Phil Foden out on the right, who was coming inside, so Dorgu was pretty comfortable with that. And on the other side, it was the same for Dalot, because he had no direct winger going at him as well. So it was pretty easy and pretty safe for him, really. I mean, Marmoush drifting out to there. You know, you had Kevin De Bruyne behind that. It was just easy. It was really, really easy for him. So, yeah, I'm going to give Dalot a 6. I think he was all right. Into midfield. This is where the real safety was there. Ugarte, 5. Limited. Yeah, we do the ugly bit, but we're seeing the bigger limitations from him. Yeah, we always say that we can see why he couldn't play for PSG in that Luis Enrique side, because he's just so limited on the ball and he doesn't want to pass forward. He can't really pass forward. It's not his game. So in the bigger games, yeah, he can be a bit ugly, but it doesn't really bring much else, really. You know, I'm not saying he's a terrible player. He's not. But again, we need better in that position. We spent a lot of money on him, and you're going kind of average, if we're being honest. Let's just be real. Can't progress the ball, can't take the ball on a half turn, can't take the ball in tight spaces. When you need to unlock defenses, he's not your guy. He's going to sit and screen and be ugly. He can do that bit well, but I need more for that type of money. Not the best. I'm going to give him a 5. Casemiro, I think he had a better game. I'll give him a 6. I'll give him a 6. I think better on the ball. He's more adventurous on the ball than Ugarte. He's not as quick as Ugarte, but he's probably still better than him, which is saying something in this moment in time right now. I'll give him a 6. I think this was one of his better games. Yes, you're going to get the Casemiro special around the corner, you know what I mean? But other than that, he was fairly safe, because again, it's all of a sudden the team's been more compact and more sort of aware of how to play the system, and someone like Casemiro has not been left on an island anymore, and he looks half decent. The bar's low, we need to move him on, we need better, but right now in this moment and in this game, he was all right today. The 10s, let's get to Bruno. I think Bruno, anything good that came from an attack came from Bruno. I give him a 6. He tried, he was the only one who had a little bit of quality about him. But still wasn't enough. And if he doesn't score, put us on his back, or score or assist, then who else is going to do it? But I'll give him a 6. Garnacho, 5, wasteful, gets into good positions, takes the ball, runs at people, but just the decision making is not there. Really, just not there. Not good enough from him. And it's the same old story. Like, I understand why he played. I said he was going to play, so I'm not surprised at that. But just the end product, man. He's just got no end product. When he picks up the ball, I'm just not getting off the edge of my seat. If anything, I'm sitting in my seat going, we ain't going to score, or he's not going to pick the right pass, or the shot's going to get blocked, or something like that. Typical. So not good enough from Garnacho, but gets into good positions. And up top, Rasmus Højlund, just again non-existent, man. He's just trying to fight, trying to wrestle. He's been a little bit better, even though again the bar's low. He's been a little bit better. But I'll give him a 4. I'll give Rasmus Højlund a 4. Just not enough for me. And the substitutions, Mason Mount, done okay. You know, put in some tackles. It's just as good to see him survive the games and go to the next game. He can get a 5. Xerxes came on. He did all right. Was blowing a little bit after a couple of sprints, but he got hold of the ball. Something he can do. He can get hold of the ball. Xerxes had a shot on target as well, which Rasmus Højlund I don't think managed to do. So he done okay. Give him a 5. Who else came off the bench? Victor Lindelof came on quite early for Harry Maguire. Probably a little bit of game management for Leon ahead. And he did all right. Give him a 5. So nothing to write home about at all, peeps. Really, really crap game. Ruben Amorim, the team was very defensive. I think he should have been a little bit more ambitious. And especially when you saw that there was nothing in the game, he probably should have went a bit more ambitious a little bit earlier. I give Ruben a 5 as well. It's a bunch of mares today. That's what it was. But we didn't lose. Roll on Thursday. That's all I care about, man. If we get a win there, then all will be forgotten. The Premier League's done and dusted anyway. Who cares about it? I'm out of it. Take care. Smash the like on the video. Peace.